Alright, this week's book of the week is The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday. I've read this book multiple times. It's a really good book. It's like on Stoic philosophy, the ancient art of turning adversity into advantage. So here are my 5 favorite ideas from this book, and there's a lot of ideas I've been writing down here, so hard to choose like just 5. But this is like really seriously like one of my favorite books of all time, probably goes even to like top 10, so highly recommend getting it. Link is down below, actually in the description below this YouTube video, so you can order it from bookdeposter.com. I know why it's so hard to say Book Deposter, so get it from there. And so yeah, so there's a lot of quotes. This is but this is mostly like Ryan Holiday's writing. He tells a lot of like stories of these great men, and like has like all these chapters here. I don't know how many there was in total, but like many chapters, and it divides also into different parts. So first, perception, you need to write perception, then action is part 2, part 3 is will, and yeah, that's the last part. So the first idea is really the main point of the book is that the obstacle in the path becomes the path. Never forget that within every obstacle is an opportunity to improve our action. So the obstacle is the way, like the title says. Let the obstacle become the path and let it improve our action. We get better because of obstacles. Second, I like it here, is that we should live in the present moment. What he means by that is that every situation seems so bad because we think of like this whole big picture, like multiple years ahead or something. But if you really focus on the present moment, what is really the problem? It doesn't matter all the chaos going on. It doesn't matter if your business is not doing very well or something. If you focus on the present moment, you can really forget the big picture, the big problems, and you can concentrate on making improvement, getting forward. Really, the successful businesses, they don't, like many successful businesses, they don't realize that it was a bad time that they were building their business. They were just so focused on the present that they forgot that, okay, it was a bad economy or something like that. But instead, if you're just like, oh, it's a bad economy, you know, nobody has money or something, then that's negative. Like, live in the present. So and then third is that you want to follow the process. Break everything down to, like, just like at the gym, you can break your workout down into sets, and then you break it down into reps. So focus on that one rep at a time. You don't think like, oh, this is so long of a workout, just one rep at a time. Same with everything else. Focus on the process. Just take that one small action at a time. Just read that one page. Just write that one phrase. Just add that one element to the website, whatever. So just focus on the process. Fourth is perseverance. Later in the book it talks about persistence. By the way, I want to mention at this point also, like somewhere here in the book he listed like all these companies. Now it's still a pretty tough time right now because of Corona, there's the pandemic. So but if you consider all the successful businesses that have been started when the times were actually tough, when it was like 2008 or something, like really bad economy, it's insane. Like, it seems like these successful businesses, they really get started during like bad times, not during the good times. But back to the fourth idea, which is the perseverance. So there's persistence and then there's perseverance. Persistence is getting through like a short-term struggle, but perseverance is like, he told the story of, I don't remember what like legend or myth was that story about, but was it Odysseus or something? But anyways, Odysseus, yeah. So he tells a story. I'm not going to tell it because I'm not that good at telling that story, but basically like going through like years of struggle, like being away from his family, who's like whose his enemies are trying to like kill or something, and take like his kingdom, and then he needs to like fight all the storms and cyclops and deadly whirlpools and there's a six-headed monster. So that over like a decade or something, that's perseverance. That's not just persistence. So you need perseverance. It's not enough to just go through a tough year. It might be a decade that you need to persevere. So you need perseverance. So then fifth idea is meditate on your mortality. This is probably my favorite chapter on this book because it's so important that we remember that we are going to die. Amor, no, not amor fati, that's like love your faith, but there was some other like Stoic saying as well. So, but yeah, anyways, you need to remember that you're going to die. Like, it's so easy to like get busy and then like forget about your death, and that like always think that if like somebody gets like cancer or something, the first thought we have is like we try to soothe ourselves, like, oh, it's bad that that kind of things happens to other people, but that never happens to me. Like, no, we all have cancer, we all have a terminal illness, you could say. We are all going to die eventually one day, no matter whether you die of cancer or something else. You will die. You need to remember that. And it doesn't need to be something that like takes the purpose out of life. It's actually the opposite. It gives life's purpose. Death reminds us that we might as well do life right. So because and it's really actually highly like, it really brings you to the present. It's much easier, I find, to enjoy life. I've actually been thinking of death a lot recently, but like it really like actually makes you pretty happy, pretty like it gets you to do things, and then also you're much more present, and you realize that this is all fleeting, this is all going away. So really, like, why take life so seriously? Like, why not just enjoy the present? And yeah, so remember that we all have a death sentence. We are all on Titanic. So let's make the most of that time. That's the 5 ideas. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked the book, get it from the link below. If this summary and review was helpful, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. See you next time.